Posty. Got a letter for me, have you? Hey, just a minute, Posty. That isn't for me. That's addressed to Tiddler.
That's right, Bishop. Where is she?
Oh, Tiddler doesn't live here anymore, Posty. She's moved next door to Mr. Grimley's garden, and she's not Tiddler anymore. She's Tiddlup. She's a full Riddler now.
Well, all grown up, eh? Grown up and left you.
Huh?
That must feel strange.
Well, to tell the truth, Posty, it takes some getting used to.
What's the matter, Bishop? Aren't you enjoying being on your own?
Well, it's all right, I suppose.
Lonely, are you?
Lonely? Me? Lonely? Yes.
Well, why don't you go and see her, then?
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly intrude upon her, Posty. She's got her own life now. She wouldn't want to see me, would she? No. She'll be having lots of better things to do. I can just imagine.
She'll be having the time of her life. No more tasks to be done. Playing from morning till night. Having loads of fun. She'll be flying a kite, laughing with delight, out in the clear fresh air. She'll be paddling in the stream, life will be a dream. She won't have a single care. She's left all her lessons behind. She's got time to play in the sun. Happy from morning till night, having loads of fun. Having loads of fun. Having loads of fun.
Yes, that's what she'll be doing, all right, Posty. She'll be having a wonderful time.
Pooished!
Tiddlup?
Letter for you.
Thank you.
What's the matter, Tiddlup? You don't seem your usual cheerful self.
No, you're right, Posty. It's not much fun being on my own, really. I'm bored without my riddling lessons, and I miss living down the well. And most of all, I miss Mossop.
He misses you too.
Oh, I don't think he does, Posty. I expect Mossop's having a wonderful time. Without me to look after, he can do all the things he always wanted to. He'll be having the time of his life. No more work to be done. Pleasing himself all day. Having loads of fun. He'll be taking his ease underneath the trees, lazing the days away. Or maybe he will make a boat that you can take off on a holiday. He can do whatever he likes, anything under the sun. Happy from morning till night, having loads of fun. Having loads of fun. Having loads of fun.
Dear, oh dear. Something must be done about this.
Marjorie. I say, Marjorie.
Posty? Is that you calling me?
Aye. Who did you think it was?
Well, you've just never spoken to me before, and Mossop told me that you never speak to humans.
No. Well, I've heard as you got made an honorary Riddler, so I reckon I can talk to you now. Any road up. This is important.
Why, what's the matter?
It's Mossop and Tiddlup. They're both as miserable as anything.
Missing each other, are they?
But they won't go and see one another.
Why not?
Well, neither of them wants to trouble t'other. Mossop thinks Tiddlup's having a right good time, but she's not. And Tiddlup thinks Mossop is having loads of fun, but he isn't either.
I see. And I expect Tiddlup's feeling a bit homesick too.
She is. She misses that there well.
You leave it to me, Posty. I'll sort it out. And thanks for telling me.
Oh, don't mention it.
Mossop! Mossop! Wait a minute. I was forgetting I'm an honorary Riddler now. I can get down the well by myself, with the help of a bit of Riddler magic.
That's odd, that is. I could have sworn I heard Marjorie calling me.
Oh, how disappointing he's not here. I wonder where he's got to.
Marjorie? Marjorie!
Aha!
No, I just don't understand it, and that's a fact.
I couldn't have been mistaken, surely. That was Mossop calling me. Mossop!
If this is her idea of a joke... Marjorie, are you up there?
Yes, Mossop. Now where's he got to? Honestly, this is ridiculous.
Marjorie? Marjorie! Marjorie! What? Oh, Marjorie!
Mossop!
What are you doing playing tricks like that?
I wasn't playing tricks. I was... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Now, listen, Mossop. I want you to do something for me.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
I want you to go and see Tiddlup and cheer her up.
No,
now,
no.
before you say you don't want to bother her, or that she's probably having more fun with friends somewhere else, because I know for a fact that she's not.
Oh, no. You're wrong there, Marjorie. I know you are. She won't want to see me, won't Tiddlup?
Of course she will.
I don't think so.
Oh, how can I persuade you? Isn't there an Eesup foible about keeping up with old friends?
Well, as a matter of fact, there is a sort of similar one, yes.
Well, come on then. Let's go and find the Riddlestone and hear it. Perhaps that'll make you see sense. Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Come on, Mossop.
Here we are. There's the one I was thinking of.
Come on then. Let's hear it.
Oh, very well, if you insist. Ease up, tell us a story, do.
There was once a Riddler who was passionately fond of show jumping, and very good at it he was too. Mounted on his lollop, he'd gallop around his fields, leaping over hedges and gates, soaring over every obstacle in his way. Whenever Riddlers got together for a show jumping competition, he and his lollop would always win first prize, and no one else ever stood a chance. Of course, he looked after his champion lollop very well indeed. He gave it the very tenderest nettles to eat and the purest water to drink. On winter nights, he'd put a blanket over its back to keep it warm, and every morning he'd brush the lollop's fur until it shone. But after a while, the Riddler grew tired of show jumping. Winning every competition that he entered became rather boring, so he decided to give up the sport and concentrate on running his farm. And then how the lollop's life changed. The Riddler put it to work pulling a plough through the muddy fields, and never once did he brush the mud from its fur. Instead of juicy green nettles to eat, the lollop had to make do with the scrubby yellow grass in its field, and on cold nights there was no blanket to keep it warm, so it had to stand and shiver under the wintry stars. After a few months of this treatment, the lollop grew thin and weak and sad and bedraggled. And then the Riddler decided to take up show jumping again, for he had heard of a competition where the first prize was to be a magnificent silver cup, and he was determined to win it. On the great day, the Riddler unhitched his lollop from the plough, climbed on its back, and set off for the competition. But, oh, what a shock was in store for that Riddler! Instead of soaring over the obstacles as it used to, the weak and weary lollop stumbled and faltered, crashing through hedges and knocking over gates, and finally it fell to the ground, sending the Riddler flying from its back to land headfirst in a muddy ditch. The Riddler was furious. "What on earth is the matter with you?" he said, wiping the mud from his eyes. "You used to be a champion, but now you jump like a cart horse." "Don't blame me," replied the Lollop. "You've been feeding me like a cart horse and treating me like a cart horse, so is it any wonder that I jump like a cart horse?"
There you are. What could be clearer than that? The moral of that foible has to be, don't neglect old friends.
That's true enough, Marjorie.
And yet you've been neglecting Tiddlup. She's miserable and lonely. And I know that you're feeling pretty much the same, because she's neglected you too.
I must admit I have been a little bit down in the dumps.
There you are then. So it'll do you both good if you go and see her.
All right, Marjorie, you win.
Good. Oh, and Mossop, why don't you take her a little housewarming gift? I'm taking her these.
Well, that's a very nice thought, Marjorie. But what could I take her?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, how about something from down the well? She's missing that well, and it would be really nice for her to have something that reminded her of her old home.
Something from down the well, eh? I'll see what I can find.
Good. Now you come and join us in Mr. Grimley's garden when you've found something. Tiddlup! Tiddlup! Tiddlup, are you down there? Tiddlup? Can I have a word with you? Oh dear, what have we here? A very miserable Riddler by the look of it.
Just a bit.
Missing Mossop, eh? Well, cheer up. He's going to come and see you in a minute or two.
Is he? But I thought he'd be...
I know you thought that he'd be too busy having a good time to bother about visiting old friends. Well, he thought the same about you.
Did he?
Yes, he did. And when he comes to see you, he's going to bring you something.
Really? What?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I think it's going to be something from down the well to remind you of your old home.
Oh, how lovely. I miss that well, you know. My new home in the coal cellar doesn't seem half as nice.
Well, that's because you haven't done anything to it. You haven't done anything to make it seem more homely. Now, if you put this picture up on the wall and these cushions down to sit on, it'll soon seem more like home. There you are.
Oh, thank you, Marjorie. You are kind. I'll go and put them in the coal cellar right now.
Here you are, Marjorie.
Oh, Mossop.
Something to remind her of the well, you said. And what could be more mindful than a bucket of well water, eh?
Well water? You bought her that as a housewarming present?
Aye, she can put it in the corner of her coal cellar, and it'll make her almost feel as though she's back down the well. Where is she, by the way?
Oh, she's down the cellar.
Oh, right, I'll put it over there. Oh, gosh, you'll love this. I can't wait to see the look on her face. Come on. Oh, no. Oh.
What's up? Poor Tiddler.
Mossop, I might have known it was you.
Wait, hello, sorry.
Well, Marjorie said you were bringing something to remind me of my old home. And you have done. Mossop.
Oh.